got some information to tell you all about some sunshades. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a pro on everything, all the stuff, this and that. Plenty of stuff I don't know a whole lot about, but I've been using sunshades for a long time. Goofy? Yeah. But straight to it. I've always liked these kind. I've had this thing in this truck since I had it 7 years. Well, I started noticing after it was too late that it actually started scratching the top of my dashboard, and that happened because from sliding it back and forth, it tore. And the way these work, it's around here somewhere. There it is. If you look right there, you can see that wire. It's really metal, but the wire tore through. So you go flip this thing out, you stick it in there. Well, in doing that, I scratched up my darn dashboard. The reason why I like this kind though is because it worked with my tuner. Most everybody with a diesel, if you don't have a mount somewhere on the dash, then you're gonna probably have your tuner mounted on your windshield. That's where this one will not work. And this one will, and the one that I just got will. This is the best one ever. All right, this is a CoverCraft, folds out. I really like this thing a lot. I use it in my 4Runner, and if I could use it in here, I would, but being that it's pretty rigid, once again, the tuner gets in the way, and I'm sure as heck not gonna sit there and take my tuner on and off the windshield every time I wanna put a dang on sun shield up. So that's not gonna work. So that's where we come to this one. So this is the typical rollout style one. I don't care what company it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be WeatherTech or whatever. But I know that this one's going to be soft on the edges, and it's also going to conform around to the tuner. So let's take this thing out and see what it looks like. Now I've got one of these for my wife's Volkswagen, but I actually got a Volkswagen One for her. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is a pain in the freaking tail because they're pretty rigid when you first get them, but in using hers, you know, you give it like 3-4 months or so, it starts to really break in and gets pretty easy to fold out. So this thing will blind the crap out of you for sure, so beware of that. But this is my first look at it. I haven't seen one of these in person. It's kind of like a plasticky material. I don't really know how I feel about that, but see how it fits. Got the squeakiest daggone shoes. So I'm sure y'all's is the same way. That's how I got my tuner. Which, by the way, I've been through like 3 of those daggone tuner mounts. They just get to where the suction cup doesn't work anymore. That edge right here is where I ended up scratching my dash, so that kind of sucks, but it's not that bad. I'm just trying to get ahead of it before it gets too bad. So let's see how this is. She's definitely tight right now. Alright, let's go. Well, it's gonna mess your dang on mirror up every time. That's alright, at least it's a tight fit. Well, she covers the whole windshield, that's for sure. So, once again, it ain't perfect, but it works. It's tight snug in there though, for sure. It definitely is going. I have a lot of problems with those edges with that other one that I had. Obviously, that's a huge problem there, but it works with it. I ain't gonna say it covers the sun up because it doesn't, but I think it's such a pain. If I could come up with something else, if y'all got any ideas, I actually got one of the dash mounts for it, but that thing was, oh my gosh, it was such a crap fit. I didn't like it. And I've seen the ones for the air vent. I don't particularly like that. Looks kind of raggedy to me. So if y'all got any ideas for that, let me know. But as far as the sunshade, WeatherTech roll up, she's a snug fit. I like it for sure. All right, thanks for checking it out.